Oh my gosh. Hey, what's going on? Hope everything's good here. All right. I'm trying to see things as well. Hope y'all can hear me. So, hope y'all can hear me. All right. I'm just waiting for a little bit of people to come in. Everybody had enjoyed a good week. Hope everybody started a good Sunday. Let's see. All right. Just trying to wait for a little bit of people to come in. All right, so this live we're gonna talk about put a ring on it because I just watched the reunion, and also I'm gonna talk about the Power, the last two episodes of Power, and anything else y'all want to talk about before we get on. And also follow me on tonight as well on Auntie Momo's channel. It's Auntie Momo. That's a YouTube platform that we do a weekly talk. It's called Will's Queens Talk with some King's perspective. So check me out there at 8 o'clock tonight. All right. All right, let's go see any more people come in before I get started. I'm going to talk about put a ring on it first, and then I'm going to go on and talk about power. So I'll wait for a few people to come in. Let me see. How do you paste something on this? Yeah, I'm trying to look at it. See how it goes. All right, y'all. All right. All right. All right. So I'm just wait a little bit. Any more people come in? Yeah, like I said, I'm trying to do more lives this year, so we build the audience, the platform. I'm trying to paste something, but I don't know how to paste this. Let me check. Mm-mm. Oh, all right, y'all. How's y'all Sunday going on today? How's it going on so far? Let me see. Let me see. Don't forget when you join in, like the video. All right, don't forget. Mm. I'm trying to paste something from post, put a ring on it so you gotta look at the pictures of the people, but I seem like I can't get it. So what I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to do this. Hey Tracy, how you doing? What's going on? Hey Auntie Moa, how you doing? What's going on? How's your Sunday? Let's see. Cannot work. Shit, I don't think I can work. All right. Yeah, so I'm gonna talk about put a ring on it, and then I'm gonna talk about power. And I'm gonna try to paste something. I put a collage of to put a ring on it, pictures of the cast, but I don't know if I can attach the PDF file. Okay, whatever. Oh, it's snowing? Oh my gosh! Oh, let's find out. Yeah, it was snowing on Sunday. Oh, Tracy, what wine are you drinking? I hear that. Let me see. Put it on the cast. Why are you drinking, Tracy? Last night I was drinking 2 Seagrams. I got 2 more bottles in my refrigerator. I think I might drink that tonight when we go to that piano. Mm. Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to paste this thing, but I don't think it's not working for me. I was trying to paste a. Yeah, New York, yeah. New York, we did get snow. But it haven't been like snow like it used to. Remember back in the days, in the 90s, we get snow. Now, when we get snow, we get that one little big old storm and then it stop and then we just get cold. All right, enough of that. Instead of rose, black. Oh, okay. Hey, that's sweet because I like sweet wine. I don't like that heavy dark one. I like the sweet wine. This is good. I hear that. Sure. You better. I might have to try that instead of black rose. I hope it's sweet. I might try to go to the liquor store and see if I can get that. All right. I gotta try that, y'all. I gotta try that. Yeah, so I finally saw Moscato. Oh, they have a very one. That's it. Okay, instead of Moscato. Okay. Yeah, I like Moscato. I definitely like it. So, okay. Thank you. Gave me something new to try. I finally saw the last 2 episodes of Power last night, so we're going to talk about that. And I'm going to talk about put a ring on it, the overall view of the show and how I feel about the couples. I have pictures of the couples on this PDF file, but I don't know if going through, I don't know how to attach it. So I'm just going to talk about it and give y'all a clear view of the show. But if you go on Google and type put a ring on cast, it shows the pictures of the couples. To moment, I'm looking forward to that chat tonight. I know we're going to have some stuff to talk about. I hear that. A lot has happened this past couple of weeks. Mm. All right, let's jump into a little bit. While people coming in, I guess people can come in and see what's going on and chime in. So, okay, all right. So we're gonna talk about it. It's some things, I might some topic points here I can bring y'all perspective on and everything. So put a link on it was on last night on Friday. They had the reunion, and I also watched Ready to Love, and I'm gonna do Ready to Love. I think next week, and I'll probably do Ready to Love and Bridgerton on Netflix. I'll do that next week. But put a ring on it. But Ready to Love reunion gonna be 2 parts. So maybe I should wait for after the second part of the reunion and talk about it. And probably next week we do Bridgerton and just do that. Because Bridgerton was good. If y'all didn't see it on Netflix, y'all check it out. And Puerto Rico was on Friday, so it just had the reunion, and it centered about 4 couples, but it was actually 3 couples, but 1 couple came and they left and they replaced that couple. So I will still talk about all 4 and to give you a overall picture. But the viewpoint of the show is 3 couples come into the journey of they stagnate in their lives. Some been in a relationship for years, some been started like the 2 years, some in past. So they're in this stage of life where they should like take the next step, and whether taking that step is marriage. So they all in this thing, whether this person they with is they should be married to or not. And they go through a 10-week experience. It's like a social experiment where they go on dates. And the dates they go on, even while they're in a relationship, is to help them make clarification of, should I just move on? Or should I just stay with the person I came to experience with? They both know what they signed up for. They both know that dates gonna be part of the process and everything. And instead of doing it behind closed doors, I guess they're doing there in front of national television, and they both know the process. But the dates give them a sense of purpose of what is they lacking, what is they experiencing in relationships that they didn't get when they was in a relationship now, and it is in an impasse. So maybe the dates that they go on, it show them clarity of them individually, and also probably clarity in a relationship. That's like, okay, this person brought into perspective that I never heard of or I never thought about and everything. While they're going through these weeks of going on dates and also working on their own relationship and getting counseling, they all get counseled with a therapist named Dr. Nicole. Yes, that's the purpose of the show. They are still together, but week by week, they go on dates with other people. But they both sign up for the show, so they know what's the idea and the outcome. I have my opinions about that date situation and everything, because how they set it up and how everything went about in the show, I don't know. I mean, it does sounds okay because, like Dr. Nicole said, is that instead of doing things on dark that maybe destroy the relationship because people going out and cheating on them and all stuff, it's not technically cheating because y'all both sign up for the process, say what's out there, and because y'all in an impasse. This person you with sitting beside you you probably love them, but you probably not in love with them right now because of all the issues y'all come about in this relationship. So we've been stagnant, and no wrinkles on my finger. That's why I had a picture of the 2 rings to go put a ring on it. What are we doing? Are we playing house? Are we gonna be together? Are you gonna waste my time? Or what? You just want to stay single? No, not stay single, but stay in a relationship for a long time and not make me your wife or make you the husband. So that's the whole purpose and going on dates and everything. I mean, a lot of people in the process, even though they signed up for the show, they was very hesitant of the dates going on. A lot of them wasn't putting their best foot forward. I don't know. I guess some of them maybe like the idea of going on free dates. It is not like they cheating because the other person knows what's going on. And I was like, I don't know, because I feel like if they gonna go put force in the relationship and put force in this process, dive right into it. Like, just dive right into it. And yes, there's some boundaries. They each couple set boundaries on the date, so they know what not to cross. So maybe no touching, no hugging, probably no kissing, no lifting each other up. Some of them broke the boundaries, but it's some of the things that they decided as a couple. It's like, you go on dates, but just don't do this. Go on dates, just don't do that, and everything. Probably no change these numbers, exchange numbers, or text each other, stuff like that. So I was like, if they continue going on these dates and they like someone, how do it happen? Because at the end of the process, they had to realize as if they want to move, going on in separate ways, or they take the next step and put a ring on it. It was no in between. It's either this, put a ring on it, or break up. Because y'all adults. Some of them, I think like 30-plus-year-olds individuals and stuff like that. So we don't got time to playing this back and forth business going on with each other's lives. We getting close to 40s, 50s, something like that. Stay with me and put a ring on it, or we break up. And that's the whole purpose of the show. So I was like, okay. And I guess this date's going to give them clarity of what they're going to do. So we start off with 3 couples. And like I said, I have put pictures on Word document and everything, y'all, and I just can't paste it here. So if y'all go on Google, put the cast, it shows. So I'm gonna talk about Ulysses and Mimi because they were short-lived on the process. Ulysses and Mimi, they were together dating for like 2.5 years. And what the problem in their relationship was, I guess, was communication, and also that he was a musician and everything. He works in producing music, and she just had this impasse. Like, I don't know what's going to go forward, and she had to also work on herself as well. And she did mention that how I think he had a drinking problem at this point a little bit. He was alcoholic. He drinks a lot, and he had infidelity. He cheated. So that was a process of their relationship, and during the midst of it, and I was very hurt for her as well because during the process, they couldn't continue on the process because her father was dying. Is in a deathbed, and while she's in the show, she was getting calls and everything about her father. So the doctor said he don't got much left. His organs is failing and everything. We had to make a decision on stuff. And Ulysses was also bummed up because Mimi's father was basically his kind of father because he never grew up with a father himself. So Mimi's father was basically raising him like a son, and he was good and everything. So I was like, so it was very hurtful for both of them. And I was like, she couldn't continue on the process, and he also wasn't too keen about Mimi going on other dates. And I said, oh, well, what's up with that? What's up with that, Ulysses? And he said, oh, you gonna sure about this and this, this. And he was going off about it. And I was like, come on, you signed up for the process, so you know what the deal is. But he was not too keen on that dates business. So because her father, they couldn't process. But Dr. Nicole told them, listen, lean on each other. This process, this thing right now y'all going through can make you closer. Don't run away from each other because this is the pivotal moment for both of your lives. Y'all dealing with a loss. So this could make y'all really learn each other and lean onto each other. Go towards each other. Don't run away. Because at this time, Ulysses, Mimi needs you the most. Her father dying, she needs you the most in this process. So they had to leave the show because she had to go home and make the decision. And she did mention in the reunion that her father passed away right after, I think, the last day. Hey, Sunshine, how you doing? What's going on? How your Sunday going? And it was very hurtful. And I was like, oh my gosh. So, and that Ulysses was good looking too. And it was like but they had to be there for each other. So they had to leave the process. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was looking forward to see how their journey going. But she said in the reunion that she needs to work on herself more and get better herself to be a better person, to be a better wife and girlfriend for Ulysses. And Ulysses said he did bought a ring, and he was looking forward to hey Cola, what's going on? How your Sunday going? And he was looking forward to propose on that reunion. But she was like, she needs to work on herself. So I'm looking forward to their journey and see they continue success on those two. I wanted them to continue, but the fact that her passing her father dying, she cannot focus on the dates and the relationships and any other stuff in the process. So she had to leave. She had to leave, and they had to leave and be together. And they still together at this point, and they ain't getting closer, and we'll see how that goes. So Mimi and Ulysses had to leave, and they got replaced by Tamika Events. Okay, so I'm talking about Tamika Events first, and then I'm gonna talk about Michael and Shay, and then I'm gonna talk about Ashley Hollywood, because those two were something else. All right, so Tamika Events. Tamika Events' relationship was about how Tamika, when she first started going on events, I guess he was entertaining some other female, that's like that. But yeah, he was entertaining some other females. Now, during the process of the show, he wasn't doing it, but in the past, she was going back in the past, how when they first dated, she saw some like text messages or something with a female, and he went somewhere and don't know the extent of that. He mentioned that he entertained something else, but it wasn't to the point of what Tamika's thinking of. But he took a trip for a long time when in a relationship, so she couldn't have a hard time trusting. And trust is very serious in relationships. So she had a hard time keep going back to that viewpoint, even though he's showing her differently that he does love her, he does trying to make it work, and he's not doing any shadiness now. But she just couldn't get over the fact, can she trust him? Because so every time he goes out, every time he do things, every time he get a phone ring, every time get a text, she's worrying it's gonna be another girl. It's something else. Is he stepping out? Where he going? What he doing? And so like that. So it's occupying her mind to his goal thing. And then sometimes he may do innocent. He may go to the store and she will go overdrive in her mind and say creating scenarios what he's doing. And it's not healthy. Not for her. Also from I'll call it later. And not for him as well. So I was like, how they gonna go about? How will they? Because she can't really trust him. She can't pull forward from that. And she also said it was other things that happened. Like one time she went to the see him in an apartment complex. He walked outside in the house, one of the female walking to the elevator. He's saying that's his roommate girl. And I was like, that's your roommate girl. Why the roommate ain't go walk up to the elevator? Why you got to walk up to the elevator? I don't know what's up with that. But that's another situation. So it's like they going back and forth with this situation. And it's like the trust, and they just go full for arguments and say, I can't trust you. I can't do this. I can't do that. This. I can't believe you. And his point is when they do have arguments, if she do question him, he always think about she have an ulterior motive of why she asking questions. It's not just, oh, what you did today, but it's more of what you did today and who you did with or something like that. So he's like, he always thinking of that aspect because that's the energy she brought up. So I was like, I don't know how can they make past this if she can't get over the past of what he had done or stuff, the trust issues of going on. So as they going on dates, she was trying to find herself. She was having more fun and being free and not thinking too much of the negative and think about the positive and everything. So at the end of the day, he did propose to her and she accepted the proposal. And they said they are better in the aspect of the relationships. And she said now, yes, right now as the process going in the show, he wasn't doing nothing now that he used to do in the past, but she was harping on the past. So she couldn't get over that. But she learned not to take things too seriously, and she learned to have fun, and she learned not to sweat it, because if she's sweating it too much, then she go in that space that she's in that cloud and they say, oh, stuff is not happening. It's not going the way how I want it. I can't trust them and stuff. So they work on it, and they set a date, I think, to next year. They're trying to get married next year. So I was like, oh, okay. I like happy for Tamika and Vince. But it was something. It was one time in that show, like Vince's date came, and this is a person that he had a second date with, because during the process, if you like someone, you decide you want to go on a date, continue on a date with them, or hey, Miss 42, how you doing, y'all? All right. Whether she should, no, he had a date, and he decided to go on a second date with this lady because he had a lot of similarities, a lot of things in common with her. Photography, they get along well, it's like that. So she came and picked him up at the house. And that's another thing. I was like, if they do another season, the date should not be picking up people at the house. Because it creates drama. But the date, she should meet at a public place somewhere else and not even come to the house. Because now you're going to have tensions. The person might have a visual reaction of the person. And so, oh, she's cute. Oh, yeah. I don't want you going on a date. Oh, you got to start feeling she looking too good. And I'll say, oh, that was a lot. And a lot of them have arguments and insecurities over that. Because I was like, why did dates come to the house? That was kind of tacky. I think that was for drama factor. But the date should go somewhere at the house, not come and visit me over there, meet you at a public place, and that's it. Don't come to the house because it's too much. And So she had sat down and they talked. And she told the date, Tamika told the date, listen, he did things when we were beginning our relationship that stepped out of a freaking relationship in us when we first dating. And I think at the time they wasn't really official yet, but when they started talking or stuff like that, it's other female. He said, oh, he was interested in the females. I couldn't trust him. And that date was sitting there. I was like, what's going on? They were drinking shots. And I was like, oh my God. But she took none of it. They took this to continue on the date and they went about their business and they had a good time. But that was awkward. And I said, that was definitely awkward. I said, Tamika, you a girl? He gonna put a bad light in this guy. And he's trying hard. You can tell he's trying hard and correct his wrongs in the past. But that was a big hurdle in the relationship, is that trust. And also her thing was she was trying to compare her relationship that she with Vince now to a relationship her parents had. Her parents had a long-lasting relationship in marriage. And Dr. Nicole was trying to tell us that your relationship is really different from what your parents were. So if in fact you try to measure Vince to your father, you can't do that because Vince is his own man. And y'all create your own happiness. Y'all create your own measure. Y'all create your own experiences. It's not going to be the same as your parents. So she had to get over that as well. And at the end of the day, he asked the father for hand in marriage. And he said, great. He think you would be great for his daughter and everything. And I could tell she really loves you and all that stuff. And she had to let go and be free. And just hopefully she didn't mention that he stopped giving her any reasons that not to trust her. She just gotta let free be have and let the relationship flows and not overthink things. Because sometimes when you overthink things, it just creates a natural monster in your mind, and you just start doing it. You start saying things, you start thinking things, you start doing things. And you even you may even meant to think about that, but that mind is go overdrive on you. So they proposed and they good and they're happy right now. All right, so Michael and Shay. Yes, Michael and Shay, y'all. As we go through the process of this, I was like, at the beginning, we was like, oh my gosh, Michael, what are you doing? Because they started dating on and off with each other. They know each other for like plus 6 something years and everything. They were dating for like 2 years and they took a break and then they got back again together and all that stuff. So when she mentioned it, talk about this, she was like, listen, I want to propose. She want the ring. He was trying to get ultimatum and say, like, I got to get married. I got to get this. I want the ring on me. And it's like, listen, I know Michael's the one for me. I want nobody else. He better get my ring, all that stuff. Like, come on, what are we waiting for? What are you waiting for? I'm like, where's my ring? Want my ring? And he was hesitant. So it was like, why is he hesitant? And then she mentioned that, oh, he didn't give me a ring, but when we broke up or something like that, he did propose to another female. And I said, ooh, that's something. So it must be something about you, Shay, that he didn't want to propose to you. Why he was able to get a proposal to someone else. He's capable of proposing, but why he did that and he didn't do that with you, y'all been on and off. All right, so everybody and the mother was on Shay's side. I said, how you can give somebody else a ring and you want to give her? Like, what's stagnant about this lady? But as we dive more into the relationship, we got into more of why he was feeling hesitant. Because he's one of the guys, like most guys, not really emotive. He's not expressive for his emotions or his feelings. So he hide things and he doesn't show any emotion. Because through the process, he was like, I don't care. She going on dates. It doesn't hurt me because I know at the end of the day, she going to come back to me. I said, that's a cockiness. I can't like guys who's so cocky like that or anybody who's so cocky. I said, oh, I've got it like that. So, I mean, it's good to have some confidence in yourself. But it's a thin line to have confidence and be arrogant. I said, like, you're not the only guy who can make her feel good. You're not the only guy to be good looking to think that she can move on and not be with you. It's like that. And you're not the only last man on the earth. That's the story. He was the last man. But but you're not the only person. So why, if you feel like you is just so hell-bent that she can't find anyone better than you? Yes, that is arrogance. And I was like, I can't. So he had to, I mean, like I said, I had the pictures, y'all, and the PDF wasn't go through. So I wanted to show the visual person, the people who they look like. But yeah, so he was like that. So when we got dialed down, we found out more information. We found out during the whole course of the relationship, the reason why he was so guarded and he brought up, and Dr. Nicole called her on it. It's like she ghosted him twice. I said, what? So you have us sitting here going against this guy when you were ghosted on him twice, because he mentioned that when they first started dating, she mentioned to him that she still had feelings for her ex. So because she had feelings for her ex and everything, I guess that's why she ghosted him at some point. So they had started dating. She ghosted him. I mean, completely ghosted him, cut communication off and everything. And then they got back together and she ghosted him again. I said, damn, you ghosted him twice. That's why he's not too quick to put a ring on it. Because how you gonna get what if he did put a ring on it? And then in the course of the marriage, you just ghost on him while you're married. You know, I would be pissed off like that. I was like, how, what up? You got history of ghosting him, and you think he want to put a ring on it that quickly? I was like, girl. So right now we start seeing more of Shay. It was like, Shay, what's something not right with you, girl? It's like you making it seem like it's all Michael, but something about you is not too clean like that. You selfish. It's all about you. You want your ring. You don't even care, because when he wasn't expressive, she was saying all this is like that. Why you not open up? Why you not open up all stuff? And when he finally opened up to why he was so hesitant in marrying her, he told Dr. Nicole, she would be very dismissive. She said, "Oh, that's not nothing. You get over it. Get over it." I said, "Get over what? You go to him twice. He not getting over that. Ain't no other way. How you feel when he goes to you like that? Ain't no get over that. You can't get over somebody goes to you twice in a relationship. And I don't know why he keep going back with her when she goes to him twice. So it must be something about her that he really wants, because I don't know if I could do with that. You go to me one time, I said, listen, we're going to move on. Sure. We're going to move on. We're not having that. So that was that. So she had to learn, and Dr. Nicole was getting on her, because they were, Shay in a reunion said, I had a love-hate relationship with Dr. Nicole, because I appreciate a woman and everything as a therapist, all that stuff, but she put me in a hot seat a lot, and I like to be in a hot seat. So, but she made me a better person because she got on me. It's like I realized I was very selfish in this process. It was all about me, me, me. Now, when I was mentioning about the boundaries, she was one of the person who was setting a lot of boundaries. You can't do this. You can't kiss. You can't talk. You can't text messages. You can't hug. You can't be close to each other. And while he was honoring all that freaking boundaries, she was breaking every last one of them. She was trading phone messages with another person, getting lifted up by another guy, getting close to them, and it's all benefited her, but he can't do it, and he can't let go of the process. So she finally said, you know what? Okay. I will lift up the boundaries, but just be respectful. And even though the boundary got lifted, because he was starting dating someone named Whitney. And Whitney is a beautiful girl, a beautiful woman. And they had a lot of connections. She's a cheater. That's what I'm saying, because she was doing a lot. And I was saying, why? I said, girl, Shay, you was doing a lot. All right. And I say, you manhandling this guy, because you know he's a good looking guy. And that girl, Whitney, beautiful, and they had a lot of connection. He went on 5 dates with her. Every time he kept saying, yes, I'm going to continue on a date. She was like, oh. I said, girl, you sweating? You nervous? Because you're going to probably pick her and everything. And another thing, that was not the only thing, the ghosting that she did. We found out he has a 12-year-old son now. Dating with someone who has a son, you can't just accept the person. You got to accept everything, the whole package. So if you dating a female who got kids, you got to accept the female and the kids. Now, I'm not saying you got to take care of them right off the bat, but as you start in a relationship, you got to start being that role model for the kids and being that extra person, that's extra step parent. So you got to take that responsibility. Not take over the responsibility of the mother or father, but also taking the extra person to be another party they could look up to. So she knew the kid half of his life. Like, he's 12 years old. She knows since she was 6 years old. And what another thing got me with Shay. This is what she said in one of the episodes. She said she wasn't too keen on being a step parent, a step mom, and everything. And I said, okay, so you go to him twice, and now you saying that you don't really care for kids. you don't really like kids. You just like how you and Michael be together and y'all going on traveling, all that stuff like that. But you don't want to accept that he has a son and you knew he got a son. So what you doing? You want the ring so bad, but you can't accept the fact that he has a son. Or the fact that he could have his son moving in with them. Because Michael mentioned that him and his mother and child agreed upon when he reached a certain age, he will move in with Michael. So Michael know about all this and trying to get Shay on board of being a stepmom. It's like, come on, Shay, you gotta get it together, because if you not looking right for this, what is y'all doing? Y'all playing house. What is y'all doing? What y'all cheating each other out? You're cheating each other out. You can find someone who don't want kids just like you, and you gotta live a happy level life, or step the responsibility and step up. And she said that on a council session. Oh yes, I have no problem with his relationship with his son. He can have his son relationship with his son or his wants. But when he go pick up his son, they can go get Airbnb, and that's it. And they have to come in the house. I said, what you just said? He need to get an Airbnb for him and his son. I said, girl, that's what you said. That you could be walking out that door, because that's not happening. That was not be happening. Ain't no other way you gonna tell this guy to get an Airbnb for him and his son when he got his whole house that he gonna be staying in. Then you go get an Airbnb for yourself and live a love life happiness for yourself. If you go discard his son for you, that's not happening. And he told us, listen, if you can't accept my son, then you is not gonna be with me, and that's a deal breaker. And she said herself, having kids was a deal breaker herself. So I was like, I said, oh, okay, Shay, you are so selfish in the one. So everybody was on Michael's side, and it was like, yeah, Shay, you was something else. You ghosted him a couple of times, and you don't want to care about the son, and you go tell him to get an Airbnb. I was so dumb when she said that. I was like, girl, that's not good. Everybody in that room was looking at her, was like, you lost your mind, girl. You just lost your damn mind. And they told her about that. Did they say it in her face, or they said in confessionals? I think Ashley said in confessionals. I'm talking about Ashley in Hollywood later. Ashley said in confessionals, like, ain't no way you gonna be in a relationship. You want to ring with this boy. You can't accept the whole package, girl. So, as everything said and done, Dr. Nicole sat down and talked to her, and now all of a sudden she had an epiphany, and now she wants to accept the boy. I was like, you were weeks to tell us that you don't care for children, and you don't care about this boy being in the house and staying with y'all, but now all of a sudden you accepted him. Okay. All right, Shay, I think we're going to believe you. We're going to believe you. You want to accept the boy? I don't believe you like that. I didn't believe her right then and there. But we're going to go along with the process, because I said all of a sudden now you're accepting the boy? That don't make any sense. Don't make any sense. Now all of a sudden you agree with, because you know you're going to lose him if he told you straight up. And so they said, if you can't accept my son, you just got to get out. We're going to end this relationship. But I guess she had to step up and say, oh, snap. The love of my life going to leave me. I gotta accept this son, because my fantasy bubble with him is gonna be gone if I don't accept the boy. And long story short, yes, they proposed, and I was like, I'm gonna talk about the proposal at the end, because I feel like this show was wasted by time. Because I was like, listen, the way the level of stuff y'all was going on, most people could see this, and as this couple's not going for, especially Michael and Shay. I would say y'all relationship ain't gonna go any further, because I can't believe, I'm not convinced that she's so wholeheartedly gonna accept the boy. Stuff. And that was a major factor. So, is he rich? No, I don't think they're rich. I mean, they're good, because I think they was in, what's that, Atlanta? I think I said it was in Atlanta and everything. No, but she did say he makes good money. He makes very good money what he was doing. But I don't mention him being rich a lot. But I don't know why she's so hell-bent with being with him. But he did propose to her, and she accepted the proposal because she was nervous. I said, yes, you got to be nervous, girl. You got to be nervous, girl, because you did a lot. You was so selfish that she had to learn to not to be so selfish. And she had to learn that. And everybody's like, yeah, right. I don't know, because I was like, why is she so hopping around about to get this ring for this guy? It's like, come on, you want the ring so bad, but you don't want to accept everything else. You want to be selfish and be just along with him, and just that's it. No, it's the whole thing. You missing, girl. You missing a lot, boo boo. Like, come on. You sitting there, act like that was not an issue. I said that's a major issue, and Daphne Nicole was on her neck with that. She was on her neck with that, and she couldn't let go. She knows she said she shot herself in the foot when she said that Airbnb. I said, girl, you would pack up your luggage and go out the house right now if you gonna say that. But she decided she gonna accept it, and she said at the reunion, them both at the reunion said they're in a better relationship. Zion is just like the father. They good. They're happy. They're gonna process the buying the house, and he gonna be living with them. So I was like, okay, I guess so. But also Whitney, the girl that Michael was having, he went on 5 dates with, and he decided to be friends with her. And Whitney and Shay and Michael hang out, and Whitney and Shay are cool because Michael said that Whitney and Shay will get along with each other. They have a lot of similarities, a lot of things in common, and they cool. Now the top of the threesome came up. I was like, oh, child. Shay's like, if Whitney's up for it, I'm good. Michael said we did it in the past, and I'm saying we're gonna do it now. It's up in the air. Whitney said, oh, we'll think about that. We talk about that if that bridge jump. I thought, oh, all right. I guess y'all free to talk about adults. Hey, y'all adults, y'all do it. I don't know. Because during the season, Whitney and Michael was doing lives, and I was like, how is this possible? Yeah, I was thinking that they choose each other, but that didn't happen. So Michael and Shay with each other. So that was a whole thing with her. I don't know if anybody would stick with her if she was that selfish in the long process, doing all of that and trying to make it seem like it was on Michael. Yes, Michael had to express himself, and when he started expressing himself, and she would be dismissive of his feelings. I said, girl, he's showing you, he's telling you stuff that you want him to be, and now he's showing it, and he just completely discarding that. I said, oh, all right. Good thing. Now, Ashley and Hollywood, the last couple. They is something, y'all. Ashley and Hollywood been together for 9 years. 9 years. I said 9 years, and yeah, no proposal, no ring, no marriage, none of that. I mean, everybody got their own timeline, but I would say, gosh, not even engagement, not that. But as we dive deeper, we find out what happened. Ashley and Michael been together for 9 years, and he did propose to her while her father was alive. Now her father passed away. Now that's another thing that she was going through. He did propose to her. And what was she had the wedding dress, all that stuff, ready to go walk down the aisle. Her father go walk down the aisle, everything. He called it off. Broke her heart, and she just stuck with that. She was stuck, and she stayed with him after that. I was like, ooh. I don't know. I mean, so what's the point of proposing to me? Getting to that point, when I'm ready to walk down the aisle, ready to get everything in order for you to just call off the engagement like that, I don't know what person would stay with him like that. And Hollywood, like I said, if y'all see the picture, if y'all go on Google and said, put a ring on and cast and look what he looked, he's not a bad looking dude. But you could tell he's very into himself. Like he got it. Like he's one of them that's like Michael saying that, oh, you can't find anyone better like me. I'm the deal right there. You can't do a lot of stuff. And I was like, oh, Hollywood, sit your behind down. I said, look at it. He said, yeah, I'm about that life. I'm about this. He got that country swang and all like that. And I said, oh, you about that. Okay. But you proposed and you called it off. So she was very hurt about that. Very hurt by that. I think that was like the turning point in the relationship where it just went downhill from there. Because you proposed to her and you was not emotionally honest about your feelings of that process. When you were not ready, if you was not ready, you should not have went to that point. It got that far, got her hopes up if you was not ready to take that next step. So at that time, he wasn't ready. He mentioned that in this season that he was not ready when he proposed to her the first time. But I guess he felt that way because she was giving ultimatums. Like, you got to get married. You got to get married me. You got to marry me. We got to put the ring on it. I know, so like that. We've been together for so long. And I think in 4 or 5 years in the process, hey, you was not gonna propose to me. So he did it, but he wasn't ready, so he called it off. So it broke her heart. And now her father's not alive anymore, so walking down the aisle. So she feels some like type of way about that. And also, she think about that wedding dress that she got, and she put it on. She got to fit in and all stuff, and she think about that every time. She think about that dress. She think about the freaking thing that he just tarnished. Now she just can't think about it anymore. So no, now he's ready to propose. He's ready to take that next step with her, but now she's not ready because it's stability. And every time when they go to the point when they argue, he always threatened to leave. He said, "I'm about that life. I can get out and go. I can get out and go. If you don't want me, let's end this. Let's end this." I say, why you go? You always go to the deep end to that point. If y'all have a disagreement, can y'all have a adult conversation and sit down and understand where's she coming from, and also where you coming from in the point. And Dr. Nicole trying to get Ashley to understand, it's like I think a part of her was very not upset that the engagement got cut off. I think she very upset by herself that she stayed with him afterwards. I say, yeah, that could be emotional damaging to be with someone who caused that much pain in your life and that turning point that you were so ready to be a wife. And the fact that he just cut it off, it's like it was a lot for her to take in. So she decided to depend on the process, but she was harping on that. And Dr. Nicole was trying to get her to understand, it's like maybe what y'all have built up to that point is tarnished. So what you got to do is start over with him. If y'all going to continue to be together and continue to stay with each other, you have to start over and start anew, build a new life memories or something like that. Because if you trying to build something new and still harboring on that, then y'all not gonna get any further. Y'all gonna continue to build together, still being together for a long time, and not moving along with the process. And y'all just kind of wasting each other's time. Y'all just being in this, y'all just settling. Y'all just settling at this point. Now I don't know, it's a fear that y'all want to start over. Hey Brandy, what's going on? How you doing? Happy Sunday. And I don't know if she have a fear of starting over because she spent so much invested time. But nobody should be feeling starting over. Yes, you might be hurt, but hurt is a process, and that hurt help you grow. But the fact you're staying into something that you know that it's going to continue discomfort, and you know you're not going to be happy, then why you staying with the person? Why you staying with him if this was causing you so much? And now he had to learn to better himself and start listening more and understand her feelings, because at the process he wasn't really understanding her feelings, and now he realized he understand now that he caused her so much pain because what he did. It was like now they have trying to have a better understanding. Now Hollywood is kind of fashy, and Hollywood was not really into the dates because he knew the process, and he was upset that she was going full force with the dates, and she was opening up and she started to like someone. He closed himself off with the dates. He said he was going on the dates, and he knew that none of these women is not the woman that he really want to be with. He want to be with Ashley, and that's what she wants. And he ready. He wants her, but she's not ready. And now she started to open up the process and start liking someone, a person named Kwame, nice guy too, and she was feeling for him, and she kept accepting going on dates with him, and he was pissed of that. He said, we going on dates, but he kind of want her to not to attach with someone and fall for someone, because she said it was really refreshing. It's something in Kwame Hollywood, and how it was in the beginning, how it was so free. I wasn't thinking about a lot of things. I was not thinking about the negative. I feel so fresh. It was connection. It had a connection. It had a sexual connection, a good connection. They could, if she said if she was not with Hollywood, she would have been with Kwame. And I think that's kind of hurt Hollywood a little bit, because he was like, oh no other man could do what I have done. And I did a lot for her. I'm the one for her. And I said, stop it, boy. You just doing the most. And stuff like that. So long story short, he proposed to her and she accepted it. But I was like, that's why I was like, that's why I was saying the proposal at the end. because clearly some of these relationships really clear run its course, especially with that Michael and Shay. But I'm glad they're getting better. Good. I'm happy for them and stuff like that. I'm happy for everyone who proposed to each other. But I don't know what they showed us that it led to that outcome of y'all all saying yes to the proposal. And y'all would not just move forward. Y'all just decided to stay to each other. When Tamika not trusting Vince that much, I was like, okay, was Shay being so selfish and not accepting the son that all of a sudden she's accepting the son? Where Ashley is so stuck on that hurt of what Hollywood did, and when they have arguments, they don't go neutral. They go up here and like that, and just really dismiss each other, cut deep with each other, and she said yes. But I believe, and a lot of people's views think that too, that she said the yes because she didn't want to hurt his feelings. Because when he gets his feelings hurt, he turns into a young little boy. He throws temper tantrums as a boy. He does. It's like he flips off. And I said, I'm gonna go man flipping off all the time like that. That is very a turn off. That's a turn off like that. I mean, you flipping off to the deep end like that, like you a freaking young 8-year-old boy in middle school. Oh, not in middle school, y'all. Elementary school. 8-year-olds go to elementary school, and you just throw champions like that. It's saddening. And I believe that she didn't want to hurt his feelings, so she stepped in proposal. So at the reunion, and Idris Sherrod, she asked her the question that we all asked, wanted to know, did you set the proposal because you ready to move forward with him, or you set the proposal because you didn't want to hurt his feelings? And she was like, I say like this, and I'm being honest, I'm not ready to get married with him yet. They set no date, nothing like that. So are you gonna continue to wear the ring? Are you gonna continue to be engaged? She said, I gotta have that emotional stability with him. If I don't feel secure and that safety, emotional safety with him, I'm not gonna get married with him. So, and I was like, and then she's saying all that stuff. She said, if he feel like, and I'm stagnant, and he ready, and I'm not ready, and I'm not there for him yet, and I'm at the point that I want to get married with him, he could go. He could leave. He could leave me. And I think she's trying to do that so he could leave her, as she won't make the responsibility of leaving him. And so she won't be the bad person to leave with him. But I said, girl, if you feel that discontent with him, I don't know. It was just so cringeworthy watching that in the reunion. I was like, girl, you just feel like you just nowhere near as happy as you should be with that ring. And like I said, the ring doesn't fix it. Like the goal said, it doesn't fix the happiness she had. That's why I say I don't know why she accepted the proposal, because if you feel this type of way and you still not secured with that, why accepted it? You could have said no. I don't know. She probably didn't want to embarrass him on television. She didn't want to embarrass him. When he did propose that, she said yes. She said, oh my God, she said yes. She said yes. And he was over the top. He did the red carpet, the burgundy suit on. He had the backdrop, the thing, the confetti. I said, what the hell you doing all that for? That's nice, but okay, I guess you do that for TV. I guess, okay. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. It is probably just me. He was doing the most. But what they showed us, I was like, maybe because, I don't know, why they such a proposal? Because everything they showed us was mostly the negative. They really showed the positive that much. A woman led them to believe that they could all be good in happy relationships and marriage after the show ended. And the fact that Ashley's in a thing and she's saying that, I was like, I don't know. More power to them, because I don't know how can she, I don't know. I think she wants him to leave him instead of her making the decision to she leaving him. But I don't know. I think that couple should just break up, and she just started to work on herself, be with someone else, and everything. But that was actually Hollywood, and that was something there because everybody was sitting there watching us see, and everybody looking at Ashley was like, looking at their couple was like, they was raising eyebrows, looking at her, or I said, ooh, child. Vince was trying to help Hollywood express it, And Hollywood said, no, I got it, everything. He said, no, this is the one I want, and everything is the one we want. And she just was not, but she is not ready. Not ready at all. And I understand when she'll be ready, but 9 years, girl, something is I let it go or what? Because that's too much. That was too much, y'all. And I was put a ring on it. I don't know if they continue on another season. If they will do another season, I probably will watch it. But I felt like that the way they was going, I had predicted. I put it. I think Bonnie thing because she reviewed the show on Weekly, and I said I feel like the show was wasting my time because I know everybody would have choose yes, and I was like, hopefully some people would say no and walk their separate ways and work to better themselves, but that didn't happen. So I was like, oh my gosh, everybody should check the proposal. This, that, one big happy family. It's like, okay, that's good. Like I said, I don't want to be like I'm not happy for them. I'm happy for every one of them, their journey, but clearly at the reunion, Ashley Hollywood, that's something I don't think they will ever get past it if they don't start anew. They don't start over. If they keep harping on that, they will never prosper in a relationship. They'll never. And Michael Shea, hopefully that son situation works out fine for them. Tim of events. They don't harp in too much other trust issues and not too much in the past. Let that go. They start now. And Ulysses and Mimi, hopefully we get an update that he proposed and she sent the proposal and they can get married. But yeah, Michael and Shay, they set their date in September. I said, okay. And also Tamika Vince going to set their date in September as well. So Ashley's the only one who didn't set a date, and she's not going to set a date because she's not secure. All right, that was put a ring on it, y'all. That was the whole season. It was a lot. It's our own, and I didn't share that episode on there, man, and something like that, because OWN usually don't put the full episode, but they put clips on YouTube, so you can make cash clips of some of the therapy sessions and stuff like that. And I think the clip of what she said about the Airbnb is on the YouTube, so you can probably click on that. But that was put a ring on it. Y'all have any thoughts about those couples, everything? Because I don't know how y'all feel about those people, what I said, but that was the tea of all the couples. And I said, oh, that was something. All right. How y'all feel about that? And I think next week or the next 2 weeks, I was talking about Ready to Love. That was another show on OWN. And I have my things about that because that was a hot mess as well, but we'll see about that. All right. Yeah, been watched Wing on it. It was good. Like I said, my only critique about that is that the date situation, they need to formulate the dates better when the people don't pick up from the house, and they should have the thing. I mean, I like the date concept, but I don't know. I know it's just something about it. It just seemed kind of off because I was like, because they all in a relationship and they're choosing the dates and everything. But at the end of the day, most of them was not giving it all because they had the other person with them. And I guess in their mind, they really made up their mind that they will stay with the person what they with. So it's like they wasting the time getting on these free dates because they're getting the free dates because they're on television. I said, oh, they're not cheating, getting free dates. But I said, no. Put your full on in the process. Y'all all signed up for the show. Y'all know what the deal of the show is. So don't come in here and they fake the funk and wait at the end have all these issues and at the end is proposal. That's how it made me feel like, okay, y'all was wasting my time a little bit, but I did enjoy the season. So I would say if they would change that little formula a little bit about that and have people who really come in the show really full force with the process. And hopefully not everyone would choose proposal at the end. Because at the end of the day, the reality is not everybody who spend a lot of time with each other will end up with it. It's like y'all just grow up not in love with each other anymore. So just move on your separate ways. But like I said, it was entertaining. It was good, watchable. It made me join and watch every week to see how their process is. And I like that every week they start opening up and give us more information about their past, their background and stuff. And it made us think differently about this relationship. And also maybe some people in their own relationship might look at this and say, okay. And Dr. Nicole, she was a great therapist. She gave insights to a lot of people. Even people y'all married, y'all might take away some of the stuff that she said. Because she was really good. She had like 20-something years of experience of being a relationship therapist. So she said a lot of gems and stuff that you could take away from anybody, any walks of life. If you're single, you take some things away from that. Or you're married, you can take some things away. So some of her therapy sessions, she was clear and cut, and she really was neutral and able to understand every person of the panel, and also explains in a way that everyone could understand to move forward. And that's what happened with Shay, because Shay was like, "Oh, this girl was getting on my nerves, getting on me," but she made Shay understand her ways. If she don't change that, she will lose him forever. And I guess she had to step up and change that. Okay. All right. So I have finally watched the last 2 episodes of Power, and y'all was right. It was really good. It was really good. The last 2 episodes, especially episode 10, and I think somebody said they wanted to Tommy make an appearance, and he did make an appearance. I said, "Oh, snap, look at Tommy! I snapped to that episode." All right, so let's jump right to Power, and let's start off with. I'm going to talk about all episode 9 and 10, and trying to connect that together, connect the dots, and all that stuff. All right, so Detective Santana, y'all. He was a detective in school, and he was investigating the death of the kid that was. Oh, I said I did that boy wrong. They killed him and threw him in the pool. Sorry, I didn't know that. They killed him and threw him in the pool, and it's like, oh my gosh, and he just sitting there, messed him up. So they investigating that, because it was like, we don't have, he's not a student here. So how he gets to the campus ground and getting killed in the pool? What happened? All that stuff. So the detective Santana was like, he wanted to interview kids with similar backgrounds. And all the panel people, teachers, Carrie, Jabari, the other guy, the other white guy, and the other person in the panel said, you trying to racial discriminate? No, we're not doing that. Because now you're trying to target all the color kids who might got similar backgrounds. I said, no. What we do is that Carrie suggested, let's do an anonymously talk with the students. And any information they give us, and set our judgment of information we will give you, that it will make not of a pressure to say, okay, you don't know who told me this information. This information was told by the students, and it would be legit. Because if police influences, a lot of these kids is not here to talk to the police, not snitching, all that stuff, any like street code and stuff. So we all know what happened to that boy. We all know who did it and everything. But if Detective Santana was trying to go in that route of questioning every minority student who got similar backgrounds, that would be tainted. So they did it that way. And Carrie suggested, and Jabari said, "Oh yes, I want to be helping them." I said, "Jabari, since you're thirsty behind that, why are you so happy? Like you just so ready to jump into the situation?" I said, "Boy, oh my gosh." He was so happy, so ready to go in full force into helping Carrie with finding information, because he was writing that book. He was trying to find what's the end point, because he needed an ending of his book. And I guess following the story, the outcome, he can write whatever information he needs to finish the book. So that's why he's so eager to find out more from these students of what happened with the death of that student in the campus. So Dr. Santana said he will agree to let them conduct the anonymously talk. All right. So Francis, Francis, the one who helped Tyreek kill that boy, he won $50,000 now. He said, "Oh, I help you, boy. I'm gonna help you. I want more money," because he already gave him the money already as it is. Now he want more money for helping him. So Tyreek is like bummed out about that, because now he gotta give this guy the money, all that stuff. So Zeke also told Diana what happened, but not Diana, what's her name? Zeke told, what was it? Oh no, Carrie. Zeke told Carrie, because she slept in the house and she saw a marking on his body. And so what happened? What happened? And he told in kind of an impartial truth. He didn't tell the whole truth of what happened, but he did say that he was at a club, he walked out, and people from the GTG came up and jumped him. I guess they want to act a picture, and they jumped him instead. I mean, that wasn't the whole truth about it, but he told her enough that she won't question too much, because he was trying not to implica his family into it, because his family, his cousins, his auntie is in that street life. So, but he was hurt about it, because he said his whole life, his whole career could have been ended that night. But he missed shots, and he didn't shoot him. We know what happened. Drew, the one who stepped in and beat the brakes of Guap and got him going one along. And the Everett ran, and Zeke was upset, and he was told Carrie. So Carrie said, "Let me help you. We got the police. Let me help you." And then saying all that stuff. He said, "No, we can't do that. We can't do that." He said, "You gotta do, and I'll make sure nothing happens to you and everything." And I said, "Oh, Carrie, you try to do that for your boo. That's right." But I said, "Carrie, you gotta understand. It's not just going to the cops and saying and telling the truth and everything. It's more to it. It's levels to this stuff. It's levels. I mean, you're a professor, but you need to know the game, and you just can't go straight to tell the cops everything." All right, so Carrie was still investigating that, and she was looking at the picture. She saw the picture of Zeke and the family, and she saw Monet and Diana and Zeke, Drew. I think Kane was on the picture too. No, was Kane in the picture? I don't think he was, but I think he was. I forgot. But she saw the family connection with Zeke and all that stuff, and she saw Monet. And Jabari came in and trying to get information, and she hit the picture, and then he looked at the picture, looked at her stuff, and he said, "Oh," because remember, he recognized Drew on the picture and all that stuff, and he wanted to be nosy and see what's going on, and said what's going on, because he knows Tyreek is connected with the people in some way, shape, or form. But that was that, and she won't continue to help them and all that stuff. So I didn't miss it. They talking, because I'm still talking about the school thing. Everett, they questioned Everett. So Everett was sitting there, he was discussing, and he said piece of pieces, but he said he was so drunk. He wasn't so drunk. He don't even know what the up and difference between up and down. He don't know the difference between the left and right. He don't know the difference between back and forth, facts and opinion. He was so drunk, he didn't know it was night and day. It was a lot going on. He said that something happened. He got jumped. Drew, he said he almost got Zeke almost got shot a little bit. It got missed because Drew stopped in and handled the guy. And she said, "How you know?" and everything. Because he said, "How you know who it is?" And well, what? And you so drunk, you probably don't even know. You probably missaw a thing. And he said, "You know what? Yes, I don't know. I don't know what happened like that." I said, "Okay, all right, you spitting that truth." But now they got some names going on with it. But they can't, by whatever we're saying, connect what he really was saying is truth or not, because they say like, oh, because he's a teen and he's so drunk, he cannot even fathom the right way of the truth in events. So I said, okay, that was that. So Jabari talked to the freaking Tyreek. And I said, oh, just Jabari, he needs to go. He needs to go. So he told to Tyreek, he was asking Tyreek a lot of questions about his connection with Drew and other things. He said, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, what are you talking about? Why are you asking these questions? And then he was like, listen, I'm writing a book about your life, and I need your permission to write this book and everything. And then get permission to work on together. I can give you some money from that. And I was like, you already wrote the book, and now you want to ask him now, get permission? So Tyreek knows something was up. So good thing that Tyreek was a smart boy. I guess he learned from the best, learned from his mother and father and everything. So he was like, oh, okay. He kept that in the back of his mind. And so we will do with the information that freaking guy said and everything. I was like, we'll see about that. And now Jabari saw Carrie and Zeke together, because Zeke wanted to talk to Carrie, and he saw them getting too chummy. So it was like, So now he questioned it. He's like, what's going on? And then he started researching more things about that. All right, so Dre, what was that? Dre came over to freaking money, right? And he said, listen, Ma, you need to get Kane back. We don't have enough manpower. Like, we can't do this. I'm not this type of thing. And you know, Monet said, no, you're supposed to be taking charge and everything. We don't need F Kane. We don't need him, all that stuff. But he said, we need the manpower. We need to do something. Get Kane back. Like, come on. And Tasha's so worried about Tariq, know what's going on, because now he need money and so like that. Like I said, it was a lot going on, y'all. To the court. So we know Sachs and Davis are still working together now. When Tariq wanted that $50,000, he need money. He needs to work on that. He called Davis and said, I can't pay you right now. I'm gonna be late on the payment and all that stuff. So Davis said, oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna tell you, your mom got an extra witness, and you need to give me all stuff. He said, okay, we'll pay you. So like that, he lied. There was no expert witness, and he didn't tell his partner Paula that. So I said, oh, who this expert witness he gonna get? So when they talked to Tasha, Tasha was looking at it also, and then Davis hold Paula hand, and Tasha looked at it, and she said, I'll see what's going on here. And she talked to Paula, and she was like, yeah, he talked about they did King, that he should have had him. You know, yeah. Yeah, said they needed him and all that stuff. But I was like, okay. But Kane did a lot of things this the last 2 episodes. I was like, oh, okay, you gonna roll, boy. You doing the most. But Drew say he need his brother because they don't have the manpower. Like, come on now. We all got our own niche in this thing. And King was the bodyguard, and the person who pulled the trigger and no questions asked, and the person that the enforcer. And he's not around. And then you trying to make us step up and do something. I said, you need something different. And so when Davis was talking to Tasha said, what's up? So Tasha called Paula back. She said, I know what's up. I know when Ghost cheated on me, it hurt me to the point. And everything, Angela got me lying for him, got Angela lying for him, Angela dead, I'm here. There's a lot of stuff. So you need to look out for yourself. Because you know he was married, but you still continue on with this stuff with him and having an affair. And so Paula ended up telling who the expert witness will be. Well, Epiphany. You know, Epiphany, that stripper who used to work in another thing, all that stuff with Tasha and all that stuff. And Davis and Sachs went to Epiphany and trying to get her help. They say, listen, if you will investigate, talk on the court and give your testimony based on what we say, we will help you and your son, and you'll be good. And she said, I'm staying in this house like this and like that, and he was his wife and everything. I'm staying in the house and stuff. What do you want me to say? I know this. Oh, he's not that cute. I know you's fine. And saying, I don't care. You married. I can get with you. I said, Epiphany, call your little girl ass down, down, girl. And she was looking forward. She was like, that money was talk because she knows she need that money and all that stuff. So when Porter told Tasha about that, and Tasha said, well, if you talk to my son, Tariq, tell him to treat Epiphany like Slim. Because you know, can't trust Slim. So treat her like Slim and everything. Because she gonna try and say some things and all stuff, not knowing what she want to know, it gonna get us all stumped up. So tell my son that. And I said, oh, okay. So Porter told Tariq, it told her everything what's up. And she also showed him the video. Because before that happened, the court, they were trying to get Epiphany. Epiphany did not show up. Now, you know what happened? Tariq went to Epiphany and said, all right, he had a gun and everything. I said, oh, what you little gangster doing with the gun? Little skinny self, all that stuff in the thing. And he looked at the thing. And he had the money for Monet. Because Monet gave him product. And actually, it was coke that stepped up. You know, he didn't try and do with that little advanced drug. And he was good with the pills. Now that advanced coke, he ain't trying to deal with that, but that's the product he needs because Monet product was not getting from Rico and all that stuff. So she had to do what she got to do. So the money he made, he was supposed to pay Monet back with that. But he went to say Epiphany, and people say she was going on her talk. He was to the point that he was like, yeah, that's what Tariq found out that Davis and Sack was working together. I said, oh, you try to set up my mom, okay. All that stuff. And they're trying to pin Tariq for the murder. Or that's like get him in jail and try to release Tasha and everything. But they're working together, this conflict of interest. Even though working together was, and they say it was not illegal, but it was moral ethics, wrong, and ethical at all costs. It ain't gonna look like. It's not illegal, but it's unethical what he was doing. And he heard that. It was like, so people said, listen, if I had the money, I would just run away. Because I don't know, I ain't really want to do that. I ain't really want to say nothing like that. But if I had the money, I just would run. So Tariq said, oh, okay. So he got the money. He looked at the bag. He gave Epiphany money, and Epiphany jetted. I mean, we didn't see her run, but we know she didn't show up for court. So she is long gone. Now, Sachs is trying to call her out. The judge said, come on, what's your witness? Like, we sitting here, what we doing? You wasting my time. I got something to go. I got some lunch to eat. I need something. Like, come on. Waiting here for your figure extra witness, and she's not coming up. So, he needed a little break. And Sachs and Davis talking in the bathroom. Now, Steven up to here with Sachs. He up to here. He took pictures and he saw them following. For real, like, she needs something. She got something to do. She got to be sitting here wait him with Sachs and his little freaking antics in the courtroom. So Steven was up to here. He saw her. He saw Sachs. He said, listen, show the pictures. He said, oh, you got me followed. He said, what the hell you doing? What you doing? Y'all working together? I see what you doing. Now, we not doing this. We not doing that. Do it right. Boy. So he said he got something else on his sleeve. He said, you better make it right. Because, boy, you this close to the unemployment line. You this close. I don't think he will collect unemployment, but he this close to being fired if you don't get your act together. So he went back in the thing. Tasha sitting there. She's so nervous. All that stuff. And Sachs said he will call Tariq as a witness. I said, I said, what's going on? Davis ain't know that was going to happen either. Got blindsided. So, at this time, hold up. Yeah, I think at this time, Davis had to come clean with Paula about what he was doing. Come clean. He had to come clean. And he did. And she decided she ain't going to work with him anymore. I said, you should have told me. You should let me know straight off the back what you was trying to do. You should let me know your plan and tell you that I was not good to do that. I would let you know, but you kept me in the dark. But I was good enough to hit, but I was not good enough to be trusted. No more. I'm not playing this game with you. Delete my number. Don't call me, don't text me, don't email me, don't Google me, no DM me, no IM me, no none of that stuff. Get out of here. I'm done with you. I said, all right, Paul, you better leave him. So that's what she told Tariq, what's up. And she said, you need to get yourself a lawyer. Get yourself a lawyer, because I cannot represent you. Get yourself a lawyer. And know who Tariq called? Tariq called, or what's her name? Tamika, right? Tamika came. She said, okay. She said, oh, Sachs put it in the stand. I see what's going on. And she said, I need your help. She said, give me $1. He gave her $1. She said, okay, I represent you. Anything you say to me is attorney-client privilege, and I will say nothing else. I'll help you, support you. Did you injure your father? He said yes. He did admit that he said yes. And she said, what did he had on you that could get you to understand? He said, that's not important. He didn't tell her that part. But I guess he probably told her later on. But he didn't tell her that right then and there in the scene. And I said, okay. Tamika will help Tariq. And Tariq is smart. Tamika will help him. Say, listen, you don't understand. Now, class was canceled a couple of times. Tariq came with a nice little burgundy red suit. He got a nice little suit. His tie was all messed up. It was crooked. But fixed him up. He said he had to go testify. Because it was like, oh, okay. They're trying to get Tasha out and put Tariq on the thing. Tariq came in that courtroom, baby. Tariq was ready. So Sachs was asking the questions. And we say, no, my mom wasn't there. No. But I know I saw you there with a gun. They said, everybody was like, ooh, what? He said, no, no, no. And then he said, what your mama did at the night of the thing. So he was like, how you know that? How you know that? Because I know you got some help. You got some help for someone. You drugged me, and then you got me when my father grade got me confessional saying some things. How you know that? Because the only way you questioning me about my mom and me and my mom being there if you knew something was up. So how you knew? So the guy was like, he tried to answer my questions. The judge said, yes, answer his questions. Want to answer his questions and everything. But Tyreek was not letting go. And he said, no, how you would know that? Because you got to help and everything. So the judge said, not my watch. I know he ain't wasting my time. He ain't wasting my time with stories. What's going on here? What's going on here? Is it true what he's saying? He said, oh, yeah, it's true, Your Honor. It's very true. And I know who he was working with, and I know someone else who knew about the order from the beginning. And David said, oh, Judge, I got to talk to you. And I was like, Tasha was a proud mama bear. She was like, she was smirking. I said, you better go ahead, Tommy. You better do that. And I was like, oh, snap. That judge was livid. She was pissed off of this happening. And that's that. In the chamber, Stevens told the judge, he said, you dismissed. Go home. You get your job. You stay your job and everything. You dismissed. I got this down. And I said, okay, Steve, you just dismissed the judge like that. So he said, listen, we're going to drop the charge with Tasha. She going to walk. But the only we're going to do that is she tell us and stand that Tommy is the part of it. He did that to Ghost, and he's running the whole operation. And Tasha will get witness protection for her daughter. He will not allow to get Tyreek the witness protection, but he will allow the daughter and thing. And Tyreek said, take the deal. I'm good. You don't have to worry about me. I'm good. But, Tasha, she loved her son. She was like, no. But at the end of the day, she said, you know what? I set the deal. I was like, ooh, yes. Set the deal. So Tasha walked out with her nice little red dress on. It was nice. Yeah. Oh, I forgot. Sachs was trying to get the Tasha's jail cell ransacked and try and get the burner phone because he believed that she had some information on that phone and stuff. But while they were doing the sweep, somebody was helping Tasha. He said, trust me, give me the phone, because they're going to get you now. Give me here. And it helped her and all stuff like that. Now, she walked out of there, Davis, and she was not here for Davis, all that stuff. He said, oh, did you say this? Did you say this in front of people? Tasha come up here, she said, I said what I could say, yeah, and moved out and everything. And she hugged her family, her mom, her daughter, her son. Everything was good. Okay. So Tasha had some things she got to get done, and she had to handle. All right. So Tasha went to talk to Monet. I said, oh, mother to mother. Okay. Went to talk to Monet. I said, listen, I want to buy Tyreek out. I want to buy him out. Now, before I do that Tasha thing, let's go on Monet and everything. After all said and done, Kane is going rogue. He still work with that guy named Guap. And they do what they got to do. Chopping bodies up, putting in the freaking cannons. I said, what is he doing? All right. Now, Guap got product from Rico. The pills and stuff that Monet used to have. That was her product. That was stuff that she was doing. But Kane found out that Rico's trying to get his money and stuff out the game. He's trying to take her out. And, he still got a soft spot for his family because he don't want that to happen to them. He was trying to warn his mom, but she was not answering the phone. Now, at the time, Tyreek went to the thing and told Monet, I don't have your money. I had to give you money. I had to do something to help my mom. And she said, you know better well with my money. I told you. Uncompromised. I don't care what you had to do, but my money come first. Now, she holding on to this thing. Diana was trying to say, no, Tyreek is a good asset and everything. All that stuff. Drew was trying to get a stop. And then all of a sudden, Rico and his men were starting sprattling the place, spraying this place with bullets. I said, oh, no. And then Tyreek protected Diana. Monet saw everything. She knew it was coming, so she told everybody to get down. And then Drew, I know Drew was doing it. He had nothing in his hand, no bodyguard, no body armor, nothing like that. And he just got up and just had a bullet hit him. I said, oh, my gosh, Drew. But I said, where you was going? You about to be Superman? You're not Superman. Where you going with the bullet spraying all over the place? Where you going? I don't know why he got up. Like when he got up, he got shot in the shoulder. And you know, Monet was hurt about that. She was like, oh my God, Drew crying, trying to get Drew. Kane rushed over here. She said, oh, this happened because of you. You just, oh, get out of my face. All that stuff. And he said, I was trying to warn you, Ma. He said, why you was not here earlier? Why you not here? I was like, oh, did you want Kane or not? Last time you checked, you threw him out. So, but what happened? And she was like, okay, you could have warned me, you could have something, but he was calling your phone, but you were so hell-bent trying to think about ending Tyreek because he didn't have your money. Then he caught you off guard. Well, she was on one. She was ready. But caught her off guard. So things in the hospital. When the thing, Kane came over there, Diana slapped him. She said, see, do what you do. Because you saw hell bent on Tyreek. Because he said, Tyreek. She said, oh, you with the Tyreek? Yeah, like, listen, it's what you did. Because you did this, Rico, it's like that. He's going rogue and all that stuff. You didn't end up freaking killing all that stuff. Because they found out Guap is still alive. Because Drew was going over there trying to see what's going on, trying to tell his brother to stop. And that's what Drew told the mom, that he's still alive. He didn't end Guap and all that stuff. So it was like, oh. So that's what made Monet so really dumb with her son. And I was like, oh, snap. So after all that said and done, find out Drew was in the hospital, all that stuff. Kane called Ramirez. What the hell? Ramirez. Kane called him. Kane was over there. Ramirez said, you know what? He's a liability. And know something's going on. Because Ramirez was supposed to be the cleanup person. Everything is happening. He, the cop that would clean this stuff up and not get no heat on them. But now, so heat is hot. Want to say how this. Now they gotta, it can't go too much. Now they in the spotlight. So Maria said, I can't, I'm done with you. We can't. So Kane took upon himself and did the freaking unthinkable thing happen and killed Ramirez. I was like, oh yeah, you killed the cleanup man. You killed the cleanup man. The person who tried to help you out. And you killed him. Oh my gosh. So killed him. Monet's keep calling Ramirez. He's not picking up the phone. Meanwhile, Monet and this guy went to see Rico. Get his money, his product. Give his money. And he was saying all that stuff he didn't say. And she killed Rico. I said, everybody's killing the guy in this freaking episodes, huh? Kill Rico, and then the guy killed the bodyguard. And that's all that stuff. And who else told Monet about getting Kane, having Kane back? No, it was something like that. Oh, Monet went to see Lorenzo. And he was like, listen, all this stuff going on. He said, well, Ramirez, because Lorenzo said, what's going on with you? And it was like, he was thinking something else. She said, and nothing else. She's just a person, all that stuff, because I don't even Lorenzo know they school with each other. But he was like, it better not be nothing more than this guy, because you so helping with Ramirez. And he was like, you got to get Kane. You got to talk to him. Get him your side. I mean, at the end of the day, you don't have anybody else right now. And you're going to need him because the block is hot and they all on your head. So you need Kane around. So Kane went to see Drew. And Kane revealed to Drew. And Drew found out exactly what happened with Ramirez. He said, oh my gosh, boy, why you did that? Now you so done. You is so done with the family. You put us all in the hot seat because your freaking rogue behavior, because your jealousy, your envy. Like, why you did all that? Freaking Kane took Ramirez, took the phone, thrown it away, throw him in the lake. I said, you just threw that to him. Oh, why you did that? Kane? Oh my gosh. He's scorned. Ramirez, no. Kane is having sex with this female. Monet came back. I said, oh, you just walked in your son having sex, huh? And Kane revealed in past tense by Ramirez. She said, past tense. Was? Oh, no. So I was like, 3 strikes, you out, Kane. You really just done it. She was so done with you at that point. Now you killed off not the cleanup man. Her deconnect, you killed it off. I said, oh, snap. And then Lorenzo's not out. So she had nothing else to go. So Monet said, oh my gosh, boy. I'm trying to. Oh, at the same time, she tried to save her son and help her son, but at the same time, he just a lost cause. Now you just out there on your own. Not now. You just out there on your own. You are officially done. I don't know how that gonna happen. So that's when Tasha went to see Monet, and she tried to get Tariq out the game, buy him out. And Monet was not having it. She said, oh no, he know what he was doing. He knew what's going on. And just now, just right, she was trying to probably break down Monet a little bit. Tommy in the car. Now, before we didn't know who was doing it, spraying the shop up because Tommy got wind that Tasha go snitch and tell him to put it on him and everything, even though we know who really did it. They put it on Tommy, and he don't like that. He don't like that. He saw the news and everything. He coming at Tasha because Tasha was there. He followed her and he sprayed the thing. Natasha looked at the side and she saw the car. She thought, oh my God. So she freaked out. She ran to the campus. I said, who you ran to? I like, hope you drove to the campus. She ran to campus and said, Tommy, we gotta go. Because she told Tommy, we gotta pack up bags, we gotta run away and everything, keep this all behind us, everything. And Tommy would say, listen, man, I got it. Trust me. Bear with me. We got a plan. So I think she was trying to get him to run. Come on, let's go. He said, why? No, figure that out. So he said, Tommy saw us. It was Tommy. He trying to come on, kill us, and I said, oh, Tommy's, She was freaked out. She said, okay. Just trust me. She said, you gotta trust me, man. You gotta trust me. I got this. I said, all right. So after all said it was done, right? Tommy went to see Tommy. And I said, oh, look at Tommy. I guess we went to see his son, everything. And he said, okay, here you go. Tommy's pissed off because, Tommy killed the ghost. That was his buddy. So he pissed off about that. He also pissed off that his girlfriend, Letitia, that was her name? Keisha? I think Keisha. Yeah, Keisha got killed. So he bad about that as well. And so that's why this is more than one reason why he wanted Tasha dead. She wanted to snitch on me and she killed my girl. I was like, oh, snap. And he said, listen, I got a plan that will help every one of us. And Tommy said, we're listening. So I said, what's going on? So, remember, Jabari told Tariq, listen, I'm going to give you some money. So Tariq said, okay, cool. I need an advance in that money. You could go ahead. You could do the book, but I need an advance in the money. So we're going to meet up. I said, okay, we're going to meet up. Now, at that time, Sax was having sex with this female. I forgot who she was. Whatever. It was cool. I want to see that. Having sex, you get a text. And from David saying that Tommy's around. You can come get him. It's your chance to go get him. Now, that's that. So Sax sat in the car where Tasha's at and trying to coach her what to do. Yeah. When that happened, Tommy was across the street watching the car. So Tasha had to follow suit, going on with her business, do it. Tommy followed. He stalled at Saxon behind the car. He saw people following him. And said, oh, we're going to do a speed chase. She zoomed up. He zoomed around. They trying to chase him on stuff to the point that he ran to the thing. But he swerved. It wasn't him. But they thought that Tommy ran into the gas thing and blew his car up. So now he burnt to the Crips. And he is done. So I was like, all right. And so Sack's like, oh my God, my career's ending now. He just, everything. Tommy's gone. Nothing's going to happen. So he packing up his stuff. And David said, you can work for me. I said, oh, you going to get him a job? All right, we'll see how that goes. So that was that, y'all. And, oh, that finished yet. He's gone. His job about to be done. He's over. They was offering him a job. Now back to with the thing going on. Tariq met with Jabari. Kane was there. They got the money. So that's the money. Oh snap! Go snow. That's nice. Yeah, it's snowing there. You better have fun. And what was that? What was that? Oh yeah, okay. So he got the money. He met with Jabari, and Kane came out the tree to shot Jabari because I guess Jabari was trying to get information. He said, "Tell me this, I didn't know how to end it. I didn't that." No, I finally saw it. This last episode was last week, and I finally saw it. That's why I'm talking about it now. And as I was going to talk about this week, but the last week was the season finale. It was 10 episodes, and it was like, yeah, the shot Jabari, and I was like, oh, can't shot Jabari. And Tariq was trying to tell, like, come on, you so hell bent on this. Like, they got the bigger picture. You try to break it down to Kane. So listen, go give me the gun. I'll finish this off, all that stuff. Go ahead so people can see you. They gonna connect you with this family and stuff like that. So Jabari said, please help me. Please help me. So I said, that's good for you behind. You so nosy queen. So he sat there, like, bleeding out. That's how he said, he's a killer. He said, you don't know me. You don't live my life. Yeah! Tyreek was. And I said, oh, Tyreek did his thing this day. And I was like, next minute, you know, he just killed Jabari. I said, oh, the nosy guy got killed off. Tyreek. That Kane, I don't think he did what Tyreek asked him to do. He sat behind a tree and saw what happened. I said, oh. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention Tyreek did tell Monet that he killed off his father. He said something about his father. And she said, what? You killed Ghost? And all that stuff. So he shot him. I said, oh, Tyreek is so, he's into the game now. He can't. And that's that. Oh, yeah, Braden and Tyreek is cool now, also like that. I mean, Braden was still his little funkiness about what happened. But he coming around because he saw that Coke product. He said, oh, my gosh. I said, yeah, Brady, you better calm down. Don't try to be happy to sell that Coke and everything where he said he tried to get back. He said, what about Effie? Get Effie back in the thing. Tyreek told the Effie, and Effie said, you know what? I don't know who you lying to me or not, because Tyreek got good. He got a straight face. He could lie to you. What you not even know he lying to you. But she said, I don't know if you lying to me, but I could tell I could trust you. So, no, I could understand you. I understand you the most and everything. So she sell the product and she got that money and everything. No, that money she gave to Epiphany. But that's what happened. And Brandon and him talk. They good now. Brandon talked to Riley. He told Riley off. I said, good for that little cheeky eyes girl. Get her out of here with the pink hair. She looked disgusting. But got her out of there. And I was like, all right. We'll see how this Braden and him goes, all stuff. And back in the gravesite. Now, Tommy was like, he's not letting things go. He's not letting things go at all. Everything worked out fine. And he lied to Tyreek when he told him, he said, yeah, I'm in the highway, cruising music and everything. And I'm about to be leave. And he know when they're gone. To know what's up. That's a good thing that Tyreek was smart. He said he know what's up. So what he did, he called the FBI and said, I need your help. And what he gonna do is that he gonna get FBI to get written touches of Asha and kept her safe and take her somewhere that Tommy can't even find her and everything. So he was at the grave site. Tasha came to the grave site and said, come on, Tommy, what's going on and stuff. And they talked and FBI come. He said, we gotta go. She said, Tommy, where you going with Tommy? And I was that was the sad part. I was like, he said, you gotta let me go, man. It's like that. I know you love me and everything, but I'm good. I can handle myself. You don't have to worry about me. But you can know he loved his mother deeply. And he said, you need to be rich protected. because he knew Tommy was gonna try to kill her at that damn time. I think Tasha was at the side fight. I think Tommy came afterwards, and then he got FBI. And she said she was crying, and she said Tommy, and got her out the way. And then, because Tommy said, "Damn, he spoiled my plans. He spoiled my plans." So Tommy came up to Tariq, and then Monet came behind Tommy, took his gun, got his gun in his hand. She said, "You lucky because I found out you the one who shot my shot. I should end you right now." So Tyreek saying, hey, kids still call him Uncle Tommy. He said, "Oh, don't be calling me Uncle. No, you that name." But he still keep on Uncle Tommy. I think that's his. He gotta have manners, even though he don't care for Tommy like that. But he still call him Uncle Tommy. And he said, "Nah, you ain't gonna find my mother. You're not gonna find her. I put her far away that you won't even find her." He said, "Oh, And he said, maybe I hope I see you again." He said, "You would never see me again." I said, "Oh, we can't see you again, Tommy." I don't know. Hope we can see you. We can't see you again. And I was like, "No, you never seen him again." And then we see Drew and Diana pull up. And he said, "Oh, okay, I see what's going on." I think Tommy right then and there know what's going on. I said, "Oh, all right. You won't see me again. I'll bounce out of here. And Monet said, "Oh, so you really did get your father?" Okay. And he said, "Let's go. Come with the family." I said, "Oh, okay. Oh." I mean, that's it, right? That's how it ended. I was like, "Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh." I don't know what's going to happen next season when they come back. Now Tyreek is so full force with the Ficken family, the Tejeda family. Because they say you got to trust Tyreek. Because I guess, yeah. Yeah, I was like, okay. So what will happen next? What would happen next? Because Kane is at the picture. Because, they done with him. I think Kane saw Tyreek did what he do. So I guess, I don't know. Kane's still trying to get over Tyreek. I don't know how that's going to happen. Or try to expose him as the killer he is. Or what. But we'll see how that goes. Because now he's like, whatever. Tyreek with the family now. So I guess it's replacing Kane because he's smart and he know what he's doing. And he gave Monet her money back. And the money that Jabari gave Tyreek, he gave that to Monet to make up for spending her money and giving it to Epiphany that she used and ran away. And I'll see how that goes. Now, I want to know how the dynamic with Darius and Sax going to be. All right. Zeke and the teacher, I forgot, Monet approached Carrie. She said, "Listen, if you say anything about my family or anything, I'll make sure I sing a canary and you won't be, oh no, you won't be right. You won't be right. I'll make sure you are done. So don't say anything about my family." And that's how she spent it. She told Susanna a different version of the story and everything. And try to figure out more stuff. Zeke and Carrie still messing around. So we can see how that goes. But I don't know. I don't know what to look forward to the next season. What are your thoughts? Because they will have to end it. It seemed like it ends, but it seemed like it could be more. But I don't know what more of the story can go forward from that. Maybe Tyreek becoming Yes, I see that. Because they make up. Because I was wondering last time I was actually, did they made up? And they good. So I think they're gonna be the next Ghost of Tommy, and I think they're gonna start elevating Tyreek to the position that he could be his father. And it's so funny that he so hated his father, but he becoming just like his father. And that's how it usually is. The person that you really hate the most, you can become them. Yes, Brady can't. Brady can't be trusted. He can't. But I don't know. We'll see how that Brady goes. We'll see. We'll see. But I would have Tyreek watch him as most as well, because he didn't practice any discernment when dealing with Lottie at the time he was trying to tell her but he had to see who she really is. And Lottie was telling Brandon, "Oh, he's a monster. He's a monster. You don't know who he is, all that stuff." He said, "I deal with that. I deal with that." But just miss out my face. I'm done with you. And I was at how long Monet and Diana, so I'm like, "Oh, come along, everything." And Drew. That's what I'm saying. I want to say what their storylines gonna be next season. But I say I can see that they're gonna make Tyreek that Ghost now. And I think he's too far along gone. I mean, he was trying to run away from school, but I don't think he's out of school yet. So maybe he can still continue his schooling and still play it off with the game and all that stuff and balance the two out. But we'll see about that, y'all. But that was Power. So I'm looking forward to Power again when it come back. But I don't know what to look for and what's gonna happen. Put a ring on it. What's good, y'all, as well. And I'm looking forward to those discussions that we're going to talk tonight on T-Momo. So I'm looking forward to that because I have a lot of things to say about those things. Ready to Love. I'm going to do the 2-part reunion, and I maybe talk about that after the second part reunion instead of doing one part and do that. And talk about that. Oh, did anybody watch Bridgerton on Netflix? So I think that'll be my topic of discussion next Sunday. Talk about that. Give an overall view of that whole show. It was good. It was 8 episodes, y'all. Yes. It was 8 episodes of Bridgerton, and it was like hour each episode, and it was on Netflix. So anyone who got Netflix, they can watch it. But Bridgerton was good. It was definitely good. It was good from beginning to ending. And got you know, it was a good storyline. It was based on the 1800s, like that. Yeah, and show about the society, and it's based on a book. Cause I called it, I think, The Duke and I. I forgot the author name, but I probably want to read the book because it was based on the book. And it was good. I want to give my little opinions about that, of everything, of all that, about how I feel about the people on the show, about Daphne, about Simon, about the identity of Lady Whittledum, because I figured out who she was before even the show revealed the person was. So I was like, oh, okay. But it was good, y'all. So if y'all didn't watch it, please watch it. And we can talk about that next Sunday because Bridgerton was good. And any other stuff y'all want to talk about. But that was that, y'all. What y'all saw, what's going on here? What y'all seen lately? Oh, and also, y'all, I signed up for StreamYard, so I want to try the free count. So maybe next week, if anybody want to join it, I got to test it out. I don't know how to do it yet. And want to join and have a conversation, you can join the conversation with me, y'all, and talk about it. So we can have more platforms to talk on multiple people. Because I ain't tested out yet, so I gotta probably look at some tutorials and videos and see how that goes. If anybody want to join me next week, and we can talk. Yes. Yeah, I have put on StreamYard, so I gotta watch the videos to see how to get comfortable with it. So maybe next Sunday will be my first try with it, and we can talk about Bridgerton and have other people's opinions. Yeah, like have other people's opinions to talk about the show. So next Sunday I will talk about Bridgerton on Netflix. If you didn't watch it, it was good. Another show to watch, if y'all got Amazon Prime, it was a movie called Sylvie's Love. It was based on the what was it? I think around the 1950s, I think. But I mean, that was ever. But it was good. It was Tessa Thompson and the husband of Kerry Washington was the lead stars of the show. Amazon Prime Video, and it was a good movie. So y'all want to watch something good? It was black love and storyline and everything. It was good. So check that out. And anything else? Any other suggestions I should watch out for, y'all? You know, next Friday is Bell Collective. So if y'all didn't watch the free episode, y'all can watch the on OWN. I put the link in my last live. But if you didn't watch it out, next Friday will be Bell Collective, the season premiere of it. I think it's probably the same episode. Usually it's the same one. So we'll see how that goes. But Oh, y'all know some other guilty pleasures I like to watch. Hell's Kitchen came back on, y'all. I was like, what? Hell's Kitchen will come back? And it started to watch. I watched the first episode this past Thursday. So every Thursday, if y'all like Hell's Kitchen, like I like Hell's Kitchen, it's back on, y'all. So y'all watch Hell's Kitchen. Oh, and Law and Order SVU. Order SVU came back on as well last Thursday. So if y'all like Law and Order SVU, it's coming back on. And y'all also know that Law and Order have another spinoff with Stabler, Detective Stabler. It's called Organized Crimes. We don't know when it's going to start airing, but he's going to be the lead of that show. So it's going to be another Law and Order franchise coming out, Organized Crime with, what's his name? What's his name, y'all? I think Elliot Stabler. I don't know. That's his name with Law and Order. But I forgot his real name. But, Christopher Malone. Yes, that's his name. Yes, he'll be starring in the new Law and Order. And what other shows coming out, y'all, if y'all want to look at? A Love and Marriage Huntsville is coming out this month on January 30th. What else? Oh, The Underground. I had never watched The Underground on Netflix because it got taken off. But OWN picked up Underground, and it's coming on Tuesdays. So I heard a lot of good things about Underground, so I will watch it. I will probably won't review it. But if y'all want to talk about it, we can talk about it. Just let me know. And I will watch Underground and finally catch up on it and try to actually finally see the series. Because a lot of people talk about it when it was on Netflix. But at that time, I didn't even get to watch it. I didn't get to watch it at all. So catch it Underground. That was other shows. Oh, what else? 911. 911 and 911 Lone Star. Okay, you know 911 is who was the guy? Ralph Murphy, who does, that's his name? Ralph Murphy, who does American Horror Story. He does 911. So those shows is good. 911 and 911 Lone Star. That comes on, what day it comes on? I think it comes on Mondays, because it usually comes on Mondays. So this coming Monday, I guess will be the new episodes of that, if y'all watch 911. That's on regular TV. So some of the shows I talk about was on regular TV, like Law and Order, Hell's Kitchen, 911, those on regular TV. I think 911's on Fox 5. Hell's Kitchen also on Fox 5 as well. And Law and Order, I think it's an NBC. That's that. Any other new shows? No, you know, Catfish still going on, y'all. Okay, so I'll continue with Catfish. Trying to look Bell Collective. We'll continue Mellow and Marriage Huntsville. And I will watch Underground for my own pleasure. We'll watch Hell's Kitchen for my own pleasure and everything. I'm going to do Ready to Love talk about that in next 2 weeks. Watch Bridgerton. So we can talk about that next week, y'all. And that's it. Any other shows that y'all want to suggest? Let me know in the comment section. I'm looking forward to other things. But there's have been some good ones coming out lately. Yeah. Well, thanks everyone who has joined my live session. I really love it. I know it's getting up 2 hours, y'all. So give y'all some time to unwind and all that stuff and get ready for tonight at 8 o'clock. Everything next week, I will talk about Bridgerton. So let's watch the Netflix episode. And if y'all watch it, you want to come on live with me with the stream, y'all. Let's do that, y'all. And let's talk. Okay? So I got we all gotta get ourselves ready, get our notes together, get ready on everything, and join us 7 o'clock p.m., 8 o'clock Eastern. Enjoy tonight for our talk with Auntie Momo channel. And with Miss Sunshine, Miss 42, my sisters, and Cola, and Sir Neil, Auntie Momo, we all get together and we're going to discuss what happened, the travesty of, we'll talk about that capital and all that stuff, and Maya, or that little dust bucket. Oh, yes, we got a lot to talk about. I'll talk to y'all later. Eat up, y'all. Bye.